This is like the closest to like on time I've ever been. Not too early, not technically late, which is nice in some ways. Um, I I should not squander this opportunity. I should kick stuff off. So today I think I'm going to continue on what we were working on last week a little bit, which was Twitter. 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 The Twitter version of this game. And I think I've settled on roughly how I want to do it. And the nice thing about where I'm settling on how I want to do it is that it's very simple. It's a very simple approach, very straightforward. So, last week we were talking about how we could like have like a, I don't know, kind of like set up the game to run as like a almost like a separate like Twitter universe of the game, and like another idea was to just run as like a concurrent storyline. But those all seemed like not necessarily additions, but like they seemed like they wouldn't be really like enhancing what the game is currently. They seemed mostly like I don't want to call them distractions, but essentially it would like this. The feeling I was getting is that it would be adding something to the game, which I didn't necessarily want to take on, or I wasn't necessarily excited about taking on. So overall, I think it would have made I think it would have dragged down the experience more than it would have like added anything to it really. All right, so we have the script running now. Might as well switch over to screen cam. And yeah, so right, so I haven't actually integrated any. Zero, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, I haven't actually integrated any of the like basic Twitter stuff uh, into the main script yet, but the last thing we did on, what was it, Saturday? Because I streamed on Saturday for some reason. We changed the look of the secret panel, so now there's like a separate box for entering commands versus initiating events. I should probably swing these buttons around so that Excelsior is on this end, and it doesn't have to be Excelsior anymore because it's not really the Excelsior button anymore. Although I'll probably keep it that way, to be honest. Yeah, no, I mean it's a small thing, but I feel like this is, I don't know. I feel like the what would that be, the right side is a better corner for the confirm button. That's just like where I would intuit it to be. And since I'm the user of this panel, I might as well put things where I would intuit them to be. So this is simple enough. It's just the the so descriptively named button. I'll just shift that down to the end. And so yeah, so now delay events. Yeah, I'll keep delay events in the middle. And I'll put activate away mode on the other side. So because the delay events and the Excelsior button have more in common than the other two do. So it just for organization. Again, this UI isn't like supposed to be magically perfect. It's just supposed to be good enough, basically. Oh yeah, okay. So there's something. Okay, so one thing that the panel does now that we did yesterday is that when you type in it, it tells you how many characters you've typed, and that's because with Twitter there's that component of how you send messages to Twitter. Actually, yeah. So I want to change. I want to do more about that. Taco Mom. Awesome. Yeah. How's it shaping up, Sarah? The Where was I going? Oh yeah. I was just out of curiosity. I'm curious. I'll stop saying the word curious, but basically I want to see what's like the typical length of these things so far, because it might be that they're actually fairly well suited. Okay, so this is a relatively short one, and it's already at 111 characters. So I'm guessing these, like, what's a long one? The farm I think is pretty long. Farmstead. I think this one's probably going to be more than 140 characters. But I mean, it's close, right? Oh, I can't do Control A. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so like, so just because like sometime I don't want to, uh, I don't want to what? I don't want to, uh, like just cut stuff off or have to spend time in the middle of the stream, like rewording things, like using a thesaurus to like find shorter words to fit under the character limit. So what I want to do is basically, I think I'm going to use like a vertical bar character or something, just like some special character, so that while I'm typing this out, I can indicate like where to break it in case I want to break it. Like, so for example, in this one's 144 characters. So if I didn't want to shorten it at all, I could just like put in a vertical bar here, and then break it, and that would, and then so when this actually, Jonas, hey, welcome, how's it going? Uh, yeah, so what I'll want to do with this is then when the script, like when I hit the, oh yeah, they're still in the wrong order, but like when I hit the Excelsior button, instead of trying to tweet it all in one line, it would put it in multiple lines. Yeah. So I know I still haven't actually set up the Twitter stuff yet, but I think I might do something like that first. There's some stuff that I still haven't figured out exactly, and I'm gonna just kick the can down the road a little while longer. Because like one of the things I talked about the other day is that I don't want the system to be overtly exploitable. I don't want to spend too much time like worrying about a situation that probably will never get exploited. But yeah, I think yeah, it's basically the stuff that, whoa, why do I have like 4 new notifications all of a sudden? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Zara. um, so, yeah, yeah, so I think, I mean, like, probably what I'll go with is like kind of what I described the other day, which is, there'll be like a time span, like, it'll probably be like 24 hours, and one thing that would make it a lot easier, so I'll probably at least start with it, is that Twitter doesn't count towards your progress on your Twitch account until you've linked your Twitch account, which it'd mean that technically you could make progress on your Twitter account and then link it. That might be fine, actually. Although it's susceptible to typos. Well, I'll figure that out later. Yeah, the linking thing is basically like the one thing that's not like fully sorted in my brain. The one thing that I know is not fully sorted in my brain. Who knows? As we begin, we might stumble across some other delightful I don't know what's and have to pivot and adapt. But yeah, so the part where we're calculating the wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Was that the part where we're calculating that number of like the character count is here. And I was thinking, like, if I have that special character to break them out, I might want to instead of just oh, cool. Snow level and oh, that's awesome. The character art looks really good. I mean, it's on my other monitor, so I can't see exactly, but I really like it. Thank you for sharing that, Zira. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, it's the I guess the drawing pad is working out because it looks really good. This part here where we calculate, this is just the line of text that represents this number, that is the character count, and I think I'll want to make this slightly more. So yeah, the first thing I'll do is I'll just say if oh yeah, so if pev text get 0 to end dot strip, not even dot strip, if this text this is the contents of this text box here. If this text dot find find the vertical bar character. What is find if it doesn't exist? It equals -1, I think. Hold on, let me double check that. I think there's basically I want to check if there's that vertical bar character, because if there's not that vertical bar character, we want to do the old thing, and we just want to sum up the length of the just basically just show the length. If there is that vertical bar character, we'll want to do like sub lengths. We'll want to check the length before the first vertical bar, and the length after the first vertical bar, etc., etc. Because if those vertical bars aren't in the right place, then I don't know. I might have to. Well, I mean, we can deal with that when we get to it, but I don't know what I'm going to do in that case. Exactly. Alright, so I'm pretty sure if you find and the character doesn't exist, you get back -1, which would be our, yes, -1. Good. So if this equals -1, then we can just do the same thing that we had been doing before. Else, what are we going to do? I guess we'll want to split on vertical bars. So then, so we'll want to say split or whatever, or like lines. I don't know. I always say lines when I split stuff, because that's what you get when you split stuff. But lines equals this whole pev text gets split. Yeah, actually no, this whole strip thing dot split on the vertical bar character. Oh, I guess actually once I'm done doing this else case, I might get rid of the conditional, because the else case will probably also actually accommodate the primary case. Or not, I don't know, we'll see. So lines, pev text get decanter strip split. Oh yeah, so split on the vertical bar character, and then so for li in. Oh yeah, then so also let's say count. Yeah, this else case is totally gonna work for all cases. Count text equals nothing for starters, and then for li in lines, count text plus equals the string version of the length of li. Yeah, and then actually I should strip these two. I'll strip the whole thing, or maybe I don't have to strip the whole thing. Maybe I'll just strip the individual pieces. Strip just gets rid of the white space characters on the end, so because like the way it was comfortable to write this was to leave a space here, a space before it, and a space after it, which I don't actually want. So yeah, this is the appropriate place to strip it, and then oh yeah, so then also plus a comma and a space to just because now this little, so basically what ideally will happen hypothetically, or like what should happen I suppose, is that you know, if I'm putting multiple breaks in here, it'll list each of the sections and how long each of the sections are. I mean, yeah, so like I can also okay, well, okay, I'll just worry about this thing first. The thing that's just nagging at the back of my mind though is well actually, so oh yeah, so actually the last step is to set the text of this thing equal to what? Text equals count text. Count, whoops, text. indexed from the beginning to not the last character, to not include the last character. Because the last character, no, the last two characters actually, because the last two characters are an unnecessary comma followed by an unnecessary space. So, and those will always be there. And actually, yeah, like I said, I actually don't need this conditional. Because this also, what I just set up will in fact handle the case where there's only one. Oh, but this is not part of the for loop. Oops, that would not be good. That would, well, no, just be redundant, is what it would be. Cool. What are you complaining about? Oh, I forgot to close that parentheses. All right. Yes, there we are. And so I could restart the script. Yeah, I'll probably restart the script just to test this stuff. So I apologize, but the script might be coming up and down a bit today. So, pardon. Yeah. Bloop. Okay. I'm just gonna restart it quick because I can test this real quick, and if it doesn't work, I can. For example. Wait. Oh, whoops, yeah. I was stripping the length. I wasn't stripping the string itself. Right, okay, so that's an example of something that I should fix quick. And yeah, alright, so hopefully that was like the big one. But alright, so now, like before, it should be listing the that stuff. But then if I insert a vertical bar character, yeah, okay, so now it tells me there are 23 characters before the vertical bar, and there are 19 characters after the vertical bar. And so if I add in a bunch of like white space characters, it stays the same because it's stripping the excess characters. So now this sets us up. So now I mean, there's no reason to put a vertical bar there, right? Because we didn't exceed the limit. But now, like if we have like a giant line, like if we have that ducks case or whatever, well I closed it. But like if we have like, you know, if we just have like a massive string of whatever and it like exceeds 140 characters, then we can just like let's say this is the end of a sentence right here. We can just put in the the break there, and then now it's 128.72. So of course, like this is like a nice way to control it manually, but there's also the case where, like, what would happen if? Oh wait, so there are 200 characters here. What would happen if I hit Excelsior? Like I don't want it to break in that case. So I think I'll also want to add in. Well, I haven't added in the tweeting at all, but I'll want to add in. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna open Tweety Bard for a second. Which was in Safari, I think. I use a different browser so I can have multiple accounts without having to like sign in, sign out. But I should really save the this as the home page or something. How do I do that? I wonder. I don't use Safari very often. Not reading list. Homepage. I don't know. Bookmarks bar. That's close enough. Alright. I don't know who these people are. But alright. So I'm probably just going to continue to use this account for testing purposes. Or maybe... No, whatever. I'm just going to use this account for testing purposes. And then I'll just I'll just clean it up eventually. Alright, so I could put it in now. Like there's no gameplay for like posting to Twitter. There's no like interactivity there, but like the very basic thing would just be to get this to get this giant chunk of text at least posting, and we can test out like the vertical bars. And so yeah, I guess like to auto break, or like to try and guess like where an appropriate break would be, probably what the rubric there will be is to like go to the 137th character, and there's a reason for the 137th character, which I'll get to in a second. Go to the 137th character, and then crawl backwards to find the most recent punctuation mark. So like from the end, like where's the last punctuation mark? because basically we want to fit as much as we can into those 137 characters. Um, and then, I mean, we could go to 140. The 137 versus 140 is because I was thinking of adding in an ellipsis at the end, or a dot dot dot. Although I guess there's probably an ellipsis character, so I could even do like 139. Basically just like some indication of like when it was split versus when it was like contiguous. Um, right, but no, that's probably not necessary. The thing is, like, a single sentence could hypothetically be longer than 140 characters. So I guess in the case that there is no punctuation, because like I don't want to use punctuation like apostrophes. That's but like like a comma, a probably the same list of characters that I use for discerning the pairings of actions and facts. Oh, what am I doing? Yes, I'm doing everything. Right now, I'm so the game that we see playing along the bottom of the screen. Pipodoc, say, how's it going? The game that we see playing along the bottom of the screen here. Right now, it plays in chat. It plays in Twitch chat, but I'm setting it up so that it can play on Twitter as well. So yes, that's what we're doing. So this is the test account that I have, and yeah, I guess I'll start. I'll just so this is like our basic script that does whatever. Oh yeah. So I need to move the Twitter's credential file over to our private folder, because this is like somewhere else. Where is it? It's in like documents, Python scripts. Yeah, so we need to move Twitter credentials from here over to our other private folder over in our project folder, because now we're going to start putting this in the main project. I think. I'm pretty sure. Like, the alternative would be to have this like as a separate script that runs that also runs on like the same like at the same time. The thing is, like, this edits the same data files. It doesn't have to. Like, I could treat them as separate data files, but I think it's cleaner to just edit them in. I think it's gonna add more liberty later on. So we have credentials for the I mean, I should probably at this point rename credentials to. Oh wait, actually I don't need this as a separate file. I could just instead of copying the file over here, I could just copy the contents in here. Probably. Nah, whatever. I'll just do it like this for now. I can clean up later if I want. All right, so now over in our main script, we'll want something like this. Although we already have a cred in our other whatever, so we'll want to instead import this as yeah. So I mean, I could rename cred to cred only gets referenced here, so whatever. I'll just call this like tcred. And it'll also get referenced very little. What are you complaining about? That just doesn't get used anywhere? It's the worst error. It's the least useful error. It's almost exclusively just a distraction. Alright, so I still want to do this stuff, because this is all still important. Oh, I want to import tweetb. Can I import these things all in the same line? I feel like I can, but it's not my reflex to do so, so maybe I won't. Whatever. And yeah, so I basically just want to do this stuff still, because this is all how we connect to Twitter's. So I'll just do it right after we do the oh, I could probably get rid of this Pygame on thing. This is back when the visuals weren't very important to the game. And I'm guessing if I tried to run the game without that, it would just like everything wouldn't work, I think. So I should probably get rid of that at some point, but whatever. Alright. Oh yeah, so this is these are tcred. I renamed it slightly, so let's update that. And it'll stop complaining about how I'm not using tcred. And then yeah. And then the last thing is basically now when we feel like updating the status, we can just say twitter.update status. status equals what we want to update it with. And then, yeah. So, where do we want to do that? I guess now it's like, we could just put it in like the create event section. Because intro string, yeah, so this is when intro string gets like barked out. So like this is, I guess this seems like a fine place as any to just drop it in. So the way I'm setting it up now is just to use the secret panel. Hypothetically, at some point, I could set it up so that like GMs in chat could also control the account, but for starters, it's just gonna be the secret panel, which, as we all know, never gets used, or it hasn't been used yet. But who knows? It could be used someday. Oh, whoa! When I drag this around, oh, it does freeze the game. It freezes the. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I knew when I dragged Pygame around, it would make the game freeze, but apparently, wow! Not only did the game freeze, like the graphics like shrunk for a second. What was that about? All right, sorry, I'll stop doing that. It's probably not good for the game. Maybe that's why I get like weird chat disconnect crashes sometimes. I don't know. All right, so oh yeah, and so quick update about the karma thing. I asked oh, I wonder if that's related by the, so like wah, 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 wah. I wonder if because the event noise didn't just play just then, and I wonder if that's related to the fact that I what I was doing with that other stuff. Yeah, I guess in general, I'll just want to like put those things in like a fixed location and just not move them ever. It's kind of a weird restriction, but whatever. I'm just going to switch over to Facecam for a second because I was reminded that, yeah, with the karma system, I put in a question with, I asked the devs of like the program that I'm using to run karma, if we could do the thing that would be helpful, like having a unique identifier for each donor so that it doesn't change all the time. But so far I haven't heard back. I'm not expecting to hear back super soon. And if it takes a long while before I hear back, then I can just I can just go with some other system, like a next best thing sort of workaround. But yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. It's just actually, is it still like on my to-do list? Yeah, cache karma levels. It's still there. Secret panel, separate command text. Oh yeah, I kind of did this. I'm gonna leave this here because no, I'll move this over here. Because yeah, I mean, side quest on Twitter is gonna be like, it's gonna stay in the to-do list. It's gonna stay in like in process for probably like at least a week, maybe like a month. I don't know. Yes. Oh, so for the karma system, basically, right now, well, I'll just yeah. So like the all-time top donators thing, like it just goes by whichever. So like Kappa Xylan, I'm pretty sure it was Cap Xylan. I don't know for sure because what happens is like it just goes by whichever name was used most recently. So basically what I'm asking for from the devs of this program is some consistent indicator of like who's who. So that way even when like the name changes, I'll still be able to keep track of that data. And that's all I'll really need. I mean, again, it still won't be literally perfect because I'll have to make educated guesses about who's who, but I'll at least be able to make educated guesses about who's who, so that's good. I just realized something. Well, yeah, the karma system still has a lot of work that's needed, but yeah, that's like the biggest thing, and so I still have, because like that, like the unique identifier thing would probably be the best solution, or it'd be the best tool. So I'm still holding out hope that might happen. All right. So yeah, here we are at this AQ stuff. So we'll want to do something very similar as what we were doing to break up, to like split up the stuff in order to calculate the lengths, because those lengths that we were calculating is the same text that we want to be tweeting hypothetically. So let's say so first things first, lines equals oh wait, we already got the text, so EV text, yeah. So we don't strip it here. I guess we don't really have to because we strip it. Oh, I think Twitch chat just automatically strips the white space characters off the ends of stuff. So for chat, it never really mattered. So yeah, lines equals EV text dot split on vertical bar character, and then yeah. So for li in lines, I guess we just like tweet it is like the gist. This is why I was so excited the other day. Oh yeah, actually not just that though, because we also want to strip it. This is why I was so excited the other day, because look at that. That's like hypothetically like all we have to do in order to get it working, which is really exciting. And so now hypothetically, once I restart the script, whenever I use this panel, it will also update to Twitter. So not only that, but it'll also tweet, by breaking on the vertical bar character. I definitely have to actually do more than this though, because why? Oh yeah. So the thing I was talking about earlier with hey, EST2 official, how's it going? Welcome. The thing that I was talking about earlier with like making the system non-exploitable is that what? I need to oh my gosh. All right, so let me just before I say exactly what I need to do, because that's, as you might have noticed, it's still not even clear in my mind. Here's some ways that you could exploit this system. If you linked a Twitter account to a character and then participated in a bunch of events and then linked a different Twitter account to the same character and then went back and participated in those same events, I want to not attribute participation in the same event to the same character multiple times. So I guess what that tells me is that I want to keep track of participation on the basis of character, not just on the basis of Twitter account, but like on the basis of like every account like involved in that process. What am I doing streaming? This is actually the time of day that I actually intend to stream, and then I'd usually just start really late. If you look back through the archives, every video starts with "I'm so late today." So, excuse me. So, yeah. So then the other thing is that like, so the events themselves, are like what? It's like it's going to be based on the ID. Oh cripes! It's going to be based on like the ID number of the individual tweet, because like each of the tweets have like an individual like reference number, and so when Twitty Bard gets tweeted at, right now it is 10:25 in the morning where I am. And so in 24-hour time, that's known as 10:25. So, yeah, I'm not necessarily trying to preclude European viewers from watching the channel, which is why I do try and get started like relatively early in the day. It just doesn't work very often because I'm not I'm not necessarily I'm not I don't know. No, it's not named Tweety Bard. I call it Tweety Bard. I was thinking because like he'll probably like break today. I was thinking of renaming him Testy Bard just because no. If I refer to the bard, I'm just talking about like the different manifestations of the bard. So if I say just trusty bard, it might mean that I'm just talking about like the chat version. But yeah, Tweety Bard is just what I was calling to describe this new branch that we're working on. So yeah, so the one thing that's not clear to me now is I wonder if there's a way to update status and get back the ID of the of like the event or whatever. Yikes. Because the thing that I just realized is like, what if we like split? What if we like? All right, I'm gonna write real words here instead of fake words here. Sorry, just 1 second. All right, so what if it was like you find a goat. Is it a super cool goat or nah? So like what if like this is not more than 140 characters, but what if there was a split right here, right? So so one of the action tags is in one of the tweets and the other action tag is in the other tweet. So like I can't just go by ID number at that point because then you could so basically I was thinking is like the participation in the event would be based on the tweet ID, but if there are multiple tweet IDs for the same event, then I don't know exactly how I'm going to handle that. I guess I might have to do more than this essentially. I might have to start keeping track of like so right now we're just like tweeting these lines off into the space and then actually I haven't tested the I was gonna like test this by actually like hit because if I hit create event right now it would actually hypothetically it would actually no I haven't restarted the script yet or yeah okay so I can't test it yet anyways okay once I restart the script hypothetically it would actually get treated at but yeah so I'm guessing so I think I'll need to gosh oh this is weird oh whoa yeah this is just like really weird in general because the actual yeah all right because Tweety Bard is not going to be running like 24/7 so like Tweety Bard will actually only be online when when I'm online when the script is running so this is going to be a little complicated. It's going to get a little complicated, I think, because basically, so what I want to do is I want to start caching data, right? Or I want to start like keeping track of. I can close that one and I can get out of here so I don't accidentally show that on stream in a way that would be not good. I can also close this. I don't really need it right now. Okay, so like let's say there's a new file for like, participation. Or there's a new folder for like participation data. I guess what I'll want to do basically is whenever one of these events are created, I want to start that data file. I want to start keeping track of the data that could occur for this event. It's entirely possible that for many of these events, like at least until Tweety Bard gets a few followers, it's entirely likely that no one will actually be participating yet, but that's fine. So PM is traditionally the evening or like because like AM is before noon and after midnight and then PM is after noon and before midnight. Post meridian and anti meridian I think I might be making that up. whereas the meridian, I guess, is the middle of the day. I don't know. I made up some of that, and I might have remembered some of it, or I might have made up all of it. Okay. So yeah, so I guess this is the point where we want to start keeping track of that data. And so what we'll do is when we start keeping track of that data, we'll do it by the text itself, because the text itself will be recognizable, right? So when these like until we well, okay, so if we wanted to be proactive about it, we could save the text to start the data file. And I don't know, maybe actually sorry, before I go too far down, like what I could maybe do, I should look up in the docs. I should also bookmark the docs so that I have them on hand. But I should check in the docs if there's a way to find out the IDs of these things that we're sending out. So status methods, right? So get update status, right? So parameters, return type, status object. Blammo. All right, so that's good. So we get the return type status. Okay, cool. So yeah, all right, that's fantastic. So what we'll want to do here is and yeah, instead of starting that text file based on the data of the text, instead of starting that data file based on based on like li or like lines or ev text or whatever, we can just base it on the return type. So so we'll say like n equals Twitter dot update status, etc., and then we'll say like sorry. Oh, actually, yeah. Huh. Wait, hold on. No, actually, we'll say n twts equals a list, and we'll say n twts dot append the new tweet, because yeah, we'll want to keep track. Like I said, like this could be multiple tweets. This could represent more than one, and so what we'll want to do is we won't want to put up, because this still represents only one event, so we won't want to make multiple data points here. What we want to do is make one data point that accounts for all of them. So yeah, so then what we want to do basically is say like for TWT in new tweets, we'll want to, I guess, like concatenate their because like all we really need to keep from this is what the, well, no, we should keep the list of Hail Zero Maverick, dauntless leader. All right, sorry. We only need the only salient data that we actually have to keep from this is the ID numbers. So far, we might want to keep late down the line. I might want to decide to save more data, but oh yeah, sorry. So just a heads up, Zero. Like I said earlier, I might be bringing the script down and up a lot today, and actually I might be using the control panel to test this stuff a lot today. So as you know, I'm always very thrilled when you choose to GM, but it'll be. I apologize in advance because it might be a slightly bumpy experience today. The index numbers. That's so down the line, like so hypothetically now, it actually works, and Tweety Bard actually like tweets out the action text. Down the line, we will want the capacity for players to reply to Tweety Bard, and when a player replies to Tweety Bard, hey, congratulations to Trusty Bard. Level 18, look at him go. So Oh no. Uh, um, yeah. Okay. So yeah. So when people reply to Tweety Bard, um, we can see the index number of the tweet to which they replied. So by keeping track of the index numbers of our tweets as they correspond to events, when we get a reply, when someone tweets at Tweety Bard, we can tell which event they're replying to. So when that comes in, we'll be able to. Yeah, I think we'll keep this data in memory. Like we'll write this data down so that it's persistent if we have to restart the script. But I think we'll also keep it in memory, and then we'll just. Well, let me think. I mean, like, I really like dictionaries, so I was thinking like we could just we could just make a dictionary so that whenever we get like an incoming tweet, we can just check the reply ID and or the replied to ID or whatever it's called, and then just punch it into the dictionary to find out whether it's an event or not. Something like that, maybe. And then so the other, I guess it would just be convenient up front to also know to keep track of the action tags from that event. So that way we don't have to like reparse the data in order to pluck out the action tags. We can just just know. We'll just know because we'll have remembered it. I guess that's what I was trying to say there. So uh, sorry, I'm slightly distracted by chat because now I just want to play a game about snowboarding on tacos, and apparently one day I will be able to. So the dream. uh, all right. All right. So yeah. So we'll just say. Oh yeah. So how do we? So if we. So right. So we have this status object. What is a status? How do we? What do we do with the status object? Is that in the doc? I think yesterday when I was looking through these docs, I couldn't find what to do with a status object. Oh, I can search the docs. Status object. Nope, didn't match anything. It's like, what do I do with a status object? Do I just say huh? That'd be a helpful thing to have in the docs. I'll be honest. As far as things like that you might find in the docs, that's one of the things that I would kind of like. Uh, uh, hmm. I guess I don't know if this will work. Sometimes my autocomplete thing actually does work. So what if I said so I said status equals tweepy dot stat. Nope, doesn't want autocomplete. I was gonna say dot status object, or something like this. All right. Well, huh. I think this calls for more testing, I guess. So let's go back to our test file. I thought we were done with it, but no. File open recent, I guess. Twitter basic. Okay, so let's get rid of the part where we tweet stuff because we don't actually need to tweet stuff. Let's just say oh, we should set up a saved search, I guess. Wait. Yeah, so I think I was looking through the docs and I couldn't find a way to directly search Twitter. Just plainly. The one thing I did see though is you can check a saved search. So I don't need to search with dynamic search terms or anything. I can just hard code. Wait, where am I going? API reference. I don't know. No. Just hold on, wait. Where was that? It was save searches. So returns authenticated users saved search queries. Uh, oh wait. Oh, this just wait. Yeah. Okay. So retrieve the data for a save search owned by the yeah. All right. So I think that's how. This is basically how we're going to get data, and the save search is just going to be like people who mention Tweety Bard, and then I'll work on that maybe. Core. I'll get like a little clicker or something so that whenever I'm thinking, I can just like hold down the clicker and do 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 do. Okay. Uh, so I don't know what a saved search is. I'll be honest. I use Twitter, but I don't know what a saved search is. Oops, not that button. Uh, settings. Oh wait, I might not want to do this on. Sorry, I'm gonna go to Facecam for a second. I'm looking at information and how do I save search? I'll try running the search. Maybe if I run the search, it'll give me a button to will give me an option to save it. Save, yeah. Look, I found it. It's okay. So if anyone's curious, the way you do it is you just run the search and then there's a save button. Blammo. All right, that was easy. So now what do I do with that though? Now it just exists. Well, I guess. Well, I only really need the one saved search, so I could just like API.saved searches and then just like use the one that's there. Maybe that's fine, I guess. uh, so okay. uh I mean, I guess technically, what just occurred to me is that that's the saved search is when I ran it, like because if you search at Trusty Bard, what you get are all of Trusty Bard's tweets. So I guess this search will also return everything that Trusty Bard says, and then also things said at Trusty Bard. So like this is the stuff. This is like the data that we're actually looking for. So I guess like basically we're going to run the search. Whoa. I guess I want to keep track of the tweets that oh no. What I have to keep track of is the last tweet that I processed, right? Cuz like the way this is going to work is that we're going to run the search and I wonder like if you run a saved search, like how far back does it go? Cuz like I'll want to keep track of like so like you run the search and like there are 4 results, right? So then what the program is going to do is it's going to step through the results one by one. So it'll process this one, and this one hypothetically could be processed because it's not from Trusty Bard. So every time we get one from Trusty Bard, we can just skip over that because that's not salient. But right, so once we process this one, we'll want to save it as like the one we just most recently processed. So then when we run our search, we can make sure that we've gone at least as far back as the one that we'd most recently processed. And that way, as long as we just keep doing it in chronological order, then all we need to record in order to keep track of our progress is just the where basically a bookmark, like where did we leave off last. But yeah, what happens? So like when you run a saved search, like this isn't very descriptive. It just says retrieve the data for a saved search owned by an authenticating user specified to give you an ID. But like I assume it doesn't like give you like literally every result in the history of time. It's like so maybe no, I don't know. I could like look up some online resources because I'm not the first person to encounter these questions. So chances are someone out there uh, has some experience with it. Trends? No, I don't need trends. I don't need geo. All right. So So like Twitter bot how to search or something. Uh, making a Twitter bot in Python. Hey, that's relevant to what I'm working on. Go to the part where you talk about searching. For keyword, after searching, it will start favoriting. Whatever, that's fine. Doop-a-doop. Search. Oh, count. Oh, wait, what is this search tweets? Oh, you can just search. What? Huh. What is he using? Clearly not Tweepy. Oh. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't be using Tweepy. Maybe I should just be interacting with Twitter directly, which is apparently like another opportunity, another option. I just assumed it would be. I don't know. I'll be honest. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it. I'll just like punch into Google like, how do I do this thing? And like Tweepy was the first one that came up, but yeah, maybe I'll switch. Switch. So count equals 100. Huh. Yeah, I'm just thinking like if when the script is down, like I don't know what I'll do because like I'm assuming there's a maximum number of searches that you can run in a given time frame. So in order to like catch up, in order to like yeah, because like okay, so I stream for let's say 8 hours, but then I'm offline for how many other hours are there in the day? 16 hours. And so like hypothetically, I know I don't have to worry about this yet, but like just thinking down the line, like let's say okay, I don't know. Let's say hypothetically, there were more than like whatever that limit is. Like the only way I can really think to like actually process through that many would be to just run the script more often and just like process them as they come in. Huh. It'd be nice if there was a way, instead of just searching, if I could just like, I don't know. Or like instead of, yeah, like instead of specifying a count, it'd be nice if I could specify like a time frame or something. And then I could just use the time frame of the most recent search, or the next most recent search. If there's a person controlling it, Jonas, I don't think it counts as a bot anymore. But yeah, Devin JavaScript. Good job, I guess. Or else, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't encourage that behavior. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I guess like some of this I'll just have to like figure out as I go because I'm new to this, and I might just make I might make a few bad decisions before I make a new one, or make a good one. What? Can you really just like import Twitter? Is that really a thing? Or actually, I guess I never just looked. I never went right to the source and just checked the Python docs for like Twitter interface. No, that didn't match anything. Python import Twitter. Let's see what that comes up with. Python Twitter. Oh, alright, so that's just like another option. But if it's one that provides searching, whereas this one doesn't provide searching, like... seems like it might be a better option, frankly. Alright, let's check out this project. Let's see what this one's about. Wiki. This project has 0 docs, which is usually a red flag. Uh, so, or maybe, okay. They just link directly to the dev.twitter docs. I feel like this whole site must have changed pretty dramatically recently, because like, could I do you a little favor? Maybe, maybe, I don't know. It depends what the favor is. Uh, I'm using SQL for request response. No, the problem isn't how to formulate a search. Uh, it's just that there's literally 0 search API. There's saved searches, but there's no search API. Uh, uh, Hold on, that link didn't come through. I might be signed out of I might be signed out of Twitch chat on my other computer. So, hey, new follower. Welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Testing. Wait, I'm signed in over here. But for some reason I couldn't see your link, so unfortunately I can't check out your poll. But otherwise I probably could, if I could see it. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Uh, so, welcome. All right. So, yeah. What are REST APIs? Yeah, here we go. Programmatic access to read and write Twitter data. That sounds good. Yeah, API rate limiting, right? This is what I was assuming would exist. So, per user or per application. Rate limiting, 15-minute windows. Search. Search will be rate limited to 180 queries per 15-minute window for the time being. Seems legit. I don't imagine I would have to like that's like what? That's like a search like every like 5 seconds or so. So that seems good. I mean, I guess what I really need is a way to search yeah, so all I really need now is to search like a specific time range, not just like from now, a indefinite, or like not just from like starting from the future to like some distance in the past, but like starting some distance in the past, going to like a distance further back in the past. I don't know how to do that yet. Once I figure that out, though, I'll be a lot more comfortable in assuming that we can that the bot doesn't have to run 24/7. Like worst case scenario, I could just make another application that I run when SideQuest is not running, and that'll keep the data. Like it won't run the entire game; it'll just run like that particular. I'm not going to monetize this. Um, no, I've been working on this project for too long. I do plan on working eventually on a project that I plan to monetize, but I don't intend to monetize this game, and I meant to start working on another game sooner. I've been pretty into this one. But no, I don't. Well, so okay, I guess like there is light monetization in that like as we can see on screen here, Core has like wings, and that's because Core has wings because Core donated to the stream. So I guess if you call that monetization, then like, how am I going to feed myself? Yeah, that's a good. I wonder that myself sometimes. No, but my plan is basically to monetize something eventually, just not this. So. Yeah. Yeah, if my diet subsists entirely on love, then at least I won't have to worry about like counting my calories. No. um, all right. What's caching? Store API responses. Yeah, right. Okay, but this still isn't answering my questions. I should just look right. I shouldn't look at the rate limiting or whatever. I should just look right at the API itself, the API docs itself. So get statuses. No. Oh. No. Get statuses. It has to be get statuses, right? Get statuses. I have no clue what ombed means, but uh, that'd be cool. uh, um, no, I don't really feel like selling out yet. I'll worry about. Tell you what, I'll worry about accomplishing something first, and then I'll think about selling out down the line. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I'll think about it then. um, get search tweets. I don't know. That sounds. These docs are really poorly organized. Like, uh, it's just like this arbitrary list of like gets and posts with like weird descriptions. Returns a collection of relevant tweets matching a specified query. That sounds like it could be nice. The response format and the search API, blah blah blah. Resource information, rate limited, sure, of course. 50, yeah, great, okay. Okay, parameters, good. Count? No, don't just give me count. Oh, since ID. Yeah! Alright. Cool. Alright, yeah, so, okay, this is the type of thing that I was looking for. Returns results with an ID greater than the specified ID. And then max ID returns results ID less than the specified ID. So, what I can do with this is, I can, these are optional parameters, both. So what, oh, huh. Yeah. Alright, well I guess like, I can do 180 of these every 15 minutes, right? So, oh, this is weird. Because I'm going in reverse chronological, no, I'm going in chronological order, which feels like reverse chronological, which feels like reverse chronological, why can't I say that word? It feels like the reverse order on Twitter, because on Twitter, like when you search, I think you get the newest ones first. And so like alright, so what I could do is I could, no, yeah, no, this is feasible. I'll just work in like, oh no, okay, wait. Yeah, alright. Here's I think what my search protocols are gonna feel like. I'm just gonna pseudocode it first, like not real code, but it's basically gonna be like, there's gonna be two cases, like gap and not gap. Not gap is actually the normal case. So if there's not a gap, we just search from the top. And so there's also what we also have to work with is sorry, I'm keeping tabs on chat a little bit. Just hold on, wait, did I miss anything? So do you still have a version of your game online, Zero? Because like it was playable at one point, right? You had like a playable demo online. I don't know if you've uploaded the build or updated the build, but okay. So this other thing that we keep track of. So yeah, so this is like the conditional whatever. So like if, well, okay. So I'll call this like if gap else. So like we're keeping track of like oldest uh or like max oldest. So this is like max oldest is like uh the last tweet at which we were 100% caught up, right? So hypothetically, there shouldn't be a gap very often. Like, hopefully, there's just never a gap. And actually, until the bot gets like popular and like people actually start playing it a lot, there probably won't ever be a gap, because most of the time when we run, so like in the else case, when we search from the top, most of the time we're gonna get all of the results. Like as long as we specify like search from the top like 100 results or whatever. I don't know if we can search for more than 100 results. Like I'll probably do that, because again we're searching for Tweety Bard's handle, and like in terms of mentions, like like I said, until this gets popular, then we won't have to be too stressed out about this gap. But what could happen eventually is that you search from the top, and what we do is like check oldest returned, and like if oldest returned is newer than max oldest, that means we have a gap. That means that we ran a search and it didn't give us we're not like chronologically complete yet. So what we'll have to do is like we'll have to say like gap equals true or whatever. This is like really unimpressive pseudocode, but whatever. And then if gap is true, what we have to do is so then we also have to keep track of like I mean, like way down the line, we could have multiple gaps. I'm not going to worry about multiple gaps yet. I'm just going to worry about like singular gappage. And so we're going to have max oldest, and we're going to have min processed or something, or like min, or like I don't know, gap top or something. Oldest so gap top equals oldest returned, gap equals true, and then so now what we can do is once this isn't pseudocode, is we can say we can we can say we can search again, search from gap top. Instead of searching from the literal top, just searching from like newest, we'll search from the gap top using the what was that whatever that parameter was, like max ID. So we'll set like we'll search again using gap top as max ID, and then then we'll run like a similar check. We'll say if or so check oldest returned, and then if oldest is newer than max oldest. Yeah, so those are the case where, oops, I forgot. This is not a text editor. I can't indent by selecting all and hitting tab. And then I guess actually, so let's let's I guess we can unindent this stuff, because this is actually the same in both cases basically. If oldest return is older than max oldest, then gap equals false, right? Because then that means we've closed the gap, and so this is just like a loop that happens once every like 5 seconds, right? Or like it doesn't literally have to be 5 seconds. Like for starters, we only have to do this like once a minute or something. We don't even. Oh no. Actually, we do want to do this with some expediency or like some regularity, because players on Twitter can participate in live events, hypothetically. So like, because the events tend to stay open for like several minutes. So if someone's following on Twitter and responds immediately, they will literally their response will literally get tabulated with the rest of the people that are playing. Yeah, so I was talking a little bit about the other day about like what I could do in order to like keep the sense of like player agency on Twitter, and I don't know, maybe I'll bring that back at some point. But for now, what I think I'm gonna do is have like the Twitter version a different sort of experience. It's going to be more focused on like the narrative than than the than the involvement. I guess like so. Yeah, no, I guess like well, so the name of the stream today is Carrier Pigeon because I thought that would be funny. 'Cause, uh, I'm a child and things like that amuses me. But yeah, I guess like so with Twitter, like you're gonna feel a little bit more remote, and so like I guess like so I guess you're not supposed to feel that sense of agency per se. It's supposed to be more like you can still feel connected to the story and you can still play along a little bit, but it's not like you're not really controlling the story at that point. Like the you're not like it's more like you're writing to the band of adventurers. You're not necessarily like in the band of adventurers like at that time. I guess I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll think of something different down the line and change stuff. But oh yeah, so yeah. I guess all right. So that's pretty straightforward. Now that I think about it. Um, but so what I'm realizing though is that I should probably not be using Tweepy because Tweepy doesn't seem to want to let me do this stuff. So that's disappointing. Because it seemed mostly quite good and well documented and stuff. But instead, I just have to use this like non-documented Google code project instead. Maybe I don't know. Who made this? Like whose project is this? Uh, uh, oh, people. Uh, sure, why not? Download the latest Python Twitter library from here. Wait. There's a link to the page that we're on right now. Great. Excuse me, pardon. Um, what song is this? I won't listen to it right now, but I'll add that to my list of stuff to check out later. Um, oh, whoops, sorry, I zoned out of chat for a second. Oh yeah, Mr. David. Sorry, yes, you probably figured it out by now, but I am working on a Twitter bot. Welcome. Uh, uh, I would totally play Room Simulator. I feel like I'm playing Room Simulator, the live version right now. I'm LARPing Room Simulator right now. Sorry, I'm really far behind on chat, but yeah. Uh, all right. So, uh, yeah, I guess I'll switch gears a little bit and try and use this Python Twitter. What are the issues with it? I guess that's good to know, right? Uh, uh, well, that's a long list. But all right, at least now I know what I'm getting into. Man, I really want to stick with Tweepy because they make it really straightforward and they're very direct about how to do what it can do. It's just really disappointing that you apparently can't do this other stuff. Or maybe you can and it's not in the docs for some reason. I just don't want to give up on Tweepy just yet. Hold on. Alright, so like, Oh yeah, what was the max ID? It's like I don't know. I'm just I'm just holding it up for just a moment longer. Max ID. Oh, there's at least one reference to max ID in the API docs. Oh. Oh wait, so oh yeah, so is there max ID? Oh, max ID and synth ID. Yeah, look, they're right here. I just didn't notice them. Because if they have this, if they have those two things in saved searches, again, like I was saying, I don't need to. I don't need to. Uh, are you kidding? They don't have them in saved searches. Great. Great. Why, Tweepy? You're so close to being useful, and yet, man, that's just really disappointing. Uh, so this is, I guess, where the Girl from Ipanema music would be playing right now. So if you have Girl from Ipanema music at home right now, this would be the time to be playing it. Wow, that's a long long line of code right there. Tweepy.cursor? What the heck is Tweepy.cursor? Oh, user timeline. Yeah. So disappointing. It has like this. It has like virtually everything that I would need. Like so close to everything I would need. Why? 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 Uh. Well, yeah. So there's a. Getting tweet IDs to keep check on what tweets have been. Oh, display the timeline. No. Nope. Ugh. I can't believe it. I'm like, my brain is literally rejecting this information, but it's becoming harder and harder to disregard, just because I don't know. I feel like if what I'm looking for was here, I just feel like I would have maybe found it by now. So sorry. I'm sure this isn't the most interesting thing I've ever done on stream, and if it is, wow, that's sad. But um, really, like really, I just find it. Yeah, no, I can only vaguely process this. I feel like I really like more than like just accepting that it's perhaps not here. I really feel like I'm just going to find it. I really feel like the more likely scenario is that, or like the more reasonable scenario, like the one that's more representative of like my experience on this planet thus far, is that I'll just find it. Search API method. Page 22. Only has save searches. Curse you, Tweepy. Curse you. Curse you. Is there a way that I can work around this? I feel like not. I feel like there's probably not. Wait a second. No. I was gonna say, what if I could just save the searches? Like, what if I could save these criteria into the searches? Like, maybe that's why. But no, frankly, I'm just like, man. Like I was saying earlier, like I was really excited on Friday because this was all so easy. This is all so easy. and I'm assuming that's just not going to be easy once I switch over to this other project. So I guess we can find out. Might as well just jump in. All right, so uh, all right, so where do I get this? How do I install this? I don't want to build from source. I just want to. What? I don't want it. I just want to download it. And what is this? Uh, so, sorry. Alright, wait, hold on. So what did I just download? Show in folder. This folder takes forever to just to populate with anything. It takes so long. It's embarrassing. So what are you guys up to? What you got going on? The Notebook, huh? That isn't that the film that launched the whole genre of white people almost kissing? uh, which is now like a staple. Why is something wrong with the audio? No, we have heard the event noise at some point today. Just today or like right now. It just doesn't seem to want to work consistently. I don't know what that's about. Sorry about that. But wow 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 event time, yay. Alright, oh yeah, is my folder populated yet? Good. What is it? tar.gz. Is this like, oh. It's just, gzip? I don't know what gzip is. Maybe I can open it with one of the extracty things that I already have installed, because I don't feel like installing another one. I've like installed like 5 of these. Just because like stupid files, like it was like 7-zip. I needed 7-zip for some reason. Open archive. Second. Oh, right, there we go. That's much better. What is this? What the heck? What the heck? Alright. Sorry. I'm just, gonna peek at my, my Python, installation, which is here, maybe? Yeah? Is there like just a place for tars? Seems like, maybe? I don't know. I haven't been working in, this is like the first real project that I've chosen to work with Python to create, and so I like vaguely understand roughly like some of what I'm maybe supposed to be doing, but like am I just supposed to put the whole freaking tar.gz where all these other tar.gz's go? Or is that like, I don't know. Like that would be an example of like a thing that I don't know. Open file location. No. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it like this seems to just huh? Because like init.py is like what you put in for like a thing to be like findable. But like, what is this stuff? I'm really not entirely sure. Uh, so is this just where I put like stuff? Site packages? Lib. Uh, import lib. No. I get that like this page assumes that I'm smart and that I know how to do some of this stuff, but sometimes I just wish it wouldn't. Sometimes I just wish it would be like, oh, and just in case you are an idiot, here's here's that one question that you have that like after which everything will be entirely obvious. Um, but no, let's have a completely blank wiki and provide no information whatsoever. Uh, so whatever. I don't like feeling like an idiot, but there's at least a solution. Is that you just look up the answer. Python, what do I do with .tar.gz file? Uh, no. I don't want to do any of these things. First thing you need to do is extracting it. Program. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we did something like this with Tweepy, sort of. No, this one was easier to install. Because for one thing, it came with a README that told me how to install it. No, go away, stop. Uh, hmm. Yeah, so like this is an example of like Tweepy, super easy to use. Like, I kind of went for it because it seemed like it was of that vein. And, this other project might be more like technically capable, like it might be able to accomplish the thing that I'm actually trying to accomplish, which would be fantastic because as we talked about, it's like creative. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, I just I get the sense that this is not the first time I'm going to, or not, I mean it's the first time. It's not the last time I'm going to just I don't even care. Have that feeling, which is not a fun feeling. um, so install tire.gz file. I don't care about Ubuntu. Ubuntu can like eat a fart. Pardon the language. No, it's not Linux. It's not Ubuntu. Did I just like download the wrong thing to install? Please let that be what happened. No. Oh, GitHub is now the source of truth. Maybe it'll have usable information. um, um, here we are. Oh, I don't want to use pip. I didn't use it last time. I don't feel like using it this time either. Although maybe I should at this point. Pip. Pip. So Yeah. Um, so let's download this instead. Uh, um, hey, look, this is more reminiscent of what I I installed that other thing. So no, what do you? I don't want to install pip. It's really not necessary for what I'm about to do. Um, how did I? Tweepy provided like the alternate steps, which were which was nice. Maybe it'll be at least similar. I just had to put it a place and then I had to like do install whatever, and that was all I had to do. And I'm pretty sure that's all I have to do now. But for whatever reason, now it's not telling me. Yeah, Python setup.py. Come on, come on. That's all you need to say. And yet, all right. Here we go. So move this to where? Where did I put Tweepy? It's like program files or something. I don't know. No, I don't remember where I put it. Uh, I'll just put it in downloads, I guess. No, wait, that doesn't seem prudent. Whatever, I'll just put it in like program files. It's a program file or something. Alright, Python Twitter master. Alright, so good job, create it. So CMD. Alright, D. Program files, or CD program files slash Python dash Twitter dash master. What was it? It was like Python install, Python setup.py install. I don't know why people need that pip thing or whatever. Like maybe it's useful. Maybe it like updates. Maybe like does updating and stuff, which is useful. But like, seriously, I need a separate program to just do those simple steps that I just did. Really? Do I really need that? All right. Cool. So I guess I should probably like figure out how this stuff works now. um, so I should probably like do something like this, except instead of importing Tweepy, just import Twitter directly. And then, yeah, of course, there's some stuff here that will be quite different, I would assume. So let's documentation. Yeah, that's just the Twitter dev documentation. Which I guess I should probably bookmark that at this point. So that because I'm pretty sure I'll be referring to this a lot. Yeah. So wait, where am I? I can close some of these other things. Sorry, just one sec. Oh yeah, this is what got me looking for that in the first place. All right, so maybe this. Yeah, I'll just. All right, so I have like these variables set up. So all right, so instead now it's just Twitter equals Twitter. Oh, I probably shouldn't call it Twitter anymore because the capital T Twitter. Wait, am I? Oh, from Twitter import capital T Twitter. Oh, and OAuth and Twitter HTTP error. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I guess. I'll probably need this at some point because I don't know what these errors are about. But I'm guessing I'll find out at some point, and I'll want to handle those errors. All right, so yeah, let's update our script to auth. Oh, auth equals interesting. Okay, so doop doop. So import Twitter from Twitter. Import Twitter. Really? Sure, why not? Um, oh, Twitter OAuth and Twitter HTTP are all from Twitter. All right, I get it. So I don't need all of Twitter. All right, I get it. Uh, Twitter OAuth, auth spelled correctly. Time is not part of Twitter, and actually I don't even use time in the script anymore. OAuth, Twitter HTTP error. I mean, I could hold off on this, but I'm sure when I first find out that I need to use Twitter HTTP error, I'm going to be annoyed because it'll be at a time when I'm experiencing an error. All right, so okay, so now instead of doing these like separate auth whatevers, I can just directly say, excuse me, I'm not going to call it anything as simple as T. I'll at least call it like TWT, or TWTR. I don't know. No, I don't. TWTTR, Twitter without the vowels. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. Okay, so which order do these go in? OAuth token, OAuth secret, consumer key, consumer secret. Alright, so it goes in this order. So yeah, OAuth token, OAuth secret, consumer token, consumer secret. Everyone calls them different things. Obviously, the thing I call them is the sensible thing, and everyone else is wrong and dumb. But try and tell them that. Alright, I'm also going to stop loading in this data. Wow, look at all these errors. Alright, so Twitter equals capital T Twitter, auth equals OAuth, and then in parentheses, these things, right? Token, secret, consumer, secret, cool. Alright, so now I can just say, so yeah, no, not with this. Oh, yeah, right, so now, of course, the way that we actually post the way that we post the tweets and all that stuff will be different too. Again, I can get rid of this stuff. Yeah, so this bot seems to be more interested in just like favoriting stuff, which, oh yeah, I guess that's actually kind of neat. I can use favorites as like a instead of having to like reply to everyone who to indicate that their that their participation got processed. I can just like I can just favorite it, and then like I that way I only have to, because like they say with bots like you should be careful about at replies, because if you at reply, like it could be, you can get like marked as spam, and so yeah, I guess actually, yeah, so favoriting will be useful at some point, but I'm gonna worry about the core stuff first. Yeah, see, the event sound can play sometimes. It's not gone entirely. Oops. Actually, hold on, I'll minimize that. Where's this? Oh, this is, yeah, okay. Sorry, just 1 second. Don't mind me. Just moving stuff around. Okay. So maybe I might just be able to pick it up from context cues, but I guess like basically I want to say like T. Oh, try. I could try this stuff. Why not? um, hmm. So I guess like they're using the errors, the HTTP errors whenever they're like actually like doing something. Like they don't use it for searching. Uh, oh no, do they? No, yeah, they don't. Wait, so yeah, no, they only do it when they're like actually performing an operation, like the favoriting operation. Uh, so I guess I would probably want to use it when posting a tweet. Um, hmm. Fun stuff. Oh man, Tweepy. I'm gonna have to like contact the people who make Tweepy sometime and plead for the sake of the world. Please just add searching. Uh, um, hmm. Okay. So search, yeah. So search is just the way that it's listed. Wait, no. I guess it'd be really nice to have like a translator, right? It'd be nice if the this like Python Twitter project. What? Oh, I don't know. It'd be nice if this Python Twitter project had like a better search underscore tweets. Oh, that was his own function. T dot search. All right, maybe shot in the dark. Does this autocomplete? No, of course it doesn't autocomplete. It'd be way too easy if it autocompleted. Uh, so I'll just say like, what would it? Statuses update is what I want to do. um, I should probably just look up more examples. It's like Python Twitter bot update status. Using Tweepy. Tweepy does not help. Not searching for Tweepy. On DreamHost. I don't. No. No. Post update. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Post update. Oh. Great. 404, my favorite. Uh. Hey. How about that? Yeah, I don't think this is helpful. Ah, man. It's I it was just too good to be true, I guess. Everything seemed like it was like, hey, this might be workable. This might be doable. This might in fact be convenient. Uh, uh, I don't even need like good docs. Like I don't mind testing stuff to figure out how it works. I just need like those breadcrumbs, right? Like wait, no, I don't need to look at that. Oh, good. All right, so there's some examples here, which I guess is helpful. Uh, so API dot. Oops. Post update. There it is. Oh wow. Wait, really? Yeah, I want to read the full API documentation. Link to it, you jerk. uh, all right. uh, where does it think the complete documentation is? It thinks the complete documentation is here. But this is different than it used to be. I feel like this must have been what it was trying to link to before. But like, what was like the example of the thing that they wrote? Like just like get friends, for example, post update. Like, I don't expect that actually to exist here. Post update. Yeah, it's just like. What's the deal? What is the deal with that? I might, I could work on something else instead. I mean, like, again, like, Tweepy, until we got to that one step where we actually had to, like, read in data, like, Tweepy was, like, being entirely satisfactory. So, I mean, if I felt like it, I could just make the non-interactive version, which is lame and dumb, and clearly I'm bitter right now, but, no, it's just like, stop telling me how to do everything with JSON. I don't want to use JSON. One of the really cool things about Unity's docs, I haven't worked in Unity for a while, but one of the nice things about it is that you just tell it what language you're working in, and then it gives you docs relevant to like the language that you're working in. It's tough going from something like that and then trying to work with like. My instinct was to call it garbage like this, but I'll be a little more generous and not call it garbage. I don't mean like garbage in the sense of like trash or like refuse, but like gibberish, I guess, because it's like so just completely irrelevant to like what I'm trying to do. So I don't know. I could just like keep guessing. Just like go by what, like use these as like the jumping off points and then just like guess the rest of it. And oh, that's not. This is a lie. This is a lie. I'm not gonna try doing anything with this except punch it into Google and see what I get. Oh, was it part of the what did they call it over here? Twitter.api, or like PyDoc or whatever. Doc. Index? No, that's just that. Twitter.html. What? What on earth is this? Oh, this is like the HTML for the thing that I'm actually maybe trying to look at. Maybe? I don't know. Let's look at it in the version that we downloaded. No, we don't need this anymore. Oh. So where did I put it? I think it was like the D drive. Oops. No, come back. Come back. D drive. Oh, I'm not listening to music. I was like, something's strange here. uh, Sorry, don't mind me. I just like. All right. So I won't get distracted. I swear I won't. Totally won't. All right, there we go. So what was it? It was in the D drive. It was I put it in program files, um, and Python Twitter master doc. Please just actually be something useful. Oh my god, is this something useful? Is this gonna be something useful? Oh my god, look, it's something vaguely useful. All right. So let's bookmark this. I know I'm bookmarking it from my own computer, but whatever, it's useful. Uh, uh, I'll just call it like whatever. Okay, so yeah, for example, post update. Cool. Returns a list of Twitter status instance representing the messages posted. Hey! Oh man, I feel like we're back on track, you guys. We just had a minor diversion, minor detour, going in a slightly other direction briefly, but we're back on track. Post update, and so now let's oh my gosh, you know what's gonna be great is we're gonna like not find a way to search, like the way to like search is gonna like be somehow mysteriously absent from this one as well. Uh, uh, so get users, get replies, get status, share status, get friends, blah blah. Excuse me. So it's certainly not on this list, which is fun. Fun and foreboding. Get replies. That's actually kind of similar to what I was trying to do. Get a sequence of status messages representing the 20 most recent replies to the authenticating Since ID. Since ID. No. Wait, what? Why is there not max ID? Why would you have since ID and not max ID? Useless. Oh man, is this going to be as ineffective? Is this going to be as? What am I developing? So the game that I'm working on right now is actually the game that we have along the bottom of the screen here. It's the game that Trusty Bard is talking about in chat. Trusty Bard is the storyteller for this game. He's a robot. And right now what I'm working on is a Twitter interface for it as well. Because right now it runs in chat, and yeah, and basically I'm really trying to accomplish is so I started this project in Python a long time ago. Oh man, wouldn't it be great if this was the factor that instigated me to finally like rewrite the entire project in a different language? Because like right now I'm trying to get this I'm trying to get like Twitter integration working with the project that I've been developing it in Python for months now, and turns out it's a little tricky to get Twitter working with Python. So we're making progress. It's not going as fast as I would have liked, but sorry. I'm just trying to think like what. It's like why would these documentations not have why would this documentation not have a reference, just like a straightforward indication of how to use how to search. It's just disconcerting. Okay. So status Well, it has docs representing the status object, which is convenient, but I just have a sinking feeling in my gut that like